Last thing people would expect is that I respect this gift.
That's because you're a liar. A liar who sits like a bad bitch getting ready to do an OnlyFans scene.
All right, here we go. It's going to be an interesting one. You ready, Gavin?
I'm ready, brother.
All right, let's do it.
Looking forward.
Gavin, you're a raging anti-Second Amendment hypocrite who's done nothing but try to gut our rights. You spent years trying to deny Californians their constitutional right to bear arms, and now you want us to believe you suddenly respect this gift? Not today, ISIS. You might be able to sell that bullshit to your political OnlyFans subscribers, but we're not buying it over here. So recently, Shawn Ryan had California Governor Gavin Newsom on his podcast. Now, at the time of me doing this video, Shawn Ryan hasn't released the entire podcast, but he did release this clip.
Ready for this?
This is an accident. I got to report this gift, man.
That is a California compliant, Big Sour P365 macro.
This is too cool. The fact that you would give me this. You just want TSA to take this from me and not the airport. I'm on to you, man.
I got a buddy at SIG, and now he was like, you gotta get a SIG in his
You can't
hands.
even make
Name's
this up.
Jason.
Brother, this is fabulous. I'm not anti-gun at all. I'm for just some gun safety, common sense. I'm challenged by large capacity magazine clips in urban centers, weapons of war, sometimes outgunning the police. But otherwise, man, people have the right to bear arms, and I've got no ideological opposition to that at all. By the way, you gave me a damn gun, so as we move to part 2, here's the bear.
Thank you.
Legit. I mean, I know it's not, sidearm.
Hey,
but,
that's all right. I got plenty of those.
Now look, I'm all for giving each side a platform to express their views, debate issues openly. So I have no problems with Shawn Ryan hosting Gavin Newsom on his podcast. But remember, we live in a soundbite generation. As intelligent and insightful as Shawn Ryan may be, Gavin Newsom is no slouch. His team is calculated, he's slick, and he knows exactly what he's doing. This was no accident. He saw how Kamala lost her election by refusing to go on right-leaning podcasts, and I know he wants to run for president in 2028. And this is him starting his pre-presidential run. Newsom also knows his audience, and the people in the middle aren't tuning in to a 2-hour Shawn Ryan podcast. They're watching the quick clips. Now he has the perfect soundbite of himself holding a gun, saying he's not anti-gun. He talks about common sense laws, California compliant firearms, all designed to appear reasonable, moderate, and approachable. But let's call it what it really is. It's propaganda. It's carefully curated optics to rebrand himself as some kind of moderate before he makes his inevitable presidential run. Don't underestimate him though. Newsom is admittedly polished, charismatic, and politically savvy. To many people in the middle and the far left, he's a political baddie of sorts. This move was intentional.
I'm not anti-gun at all. I'm for just some gun safety, common sense.
Common sense is the go-to phrase every anti-gun politician uses to soften the blow of stripping away your rights. Any rights, for that matter. But notice how he follows up his "I'm not anti-gun" line with every single anti-gun buzzword imaginable.
I'm challenged by large capacity magazine clips in urban centers, weapons of war, sometimes outgunning the police. But otherwise, man, people have the right to bear arms, and I've got no ideological opposition to that at all.
Large capacity magazine clips, urban centers, weapons of war. What the fuck is a large capacity magazine clip? He's like someone wearing Team Jordan's, a backwards hat, and bootcut jeans trying to convince a drug dealer he's not an undercover cop. It's like someone handed him a script of top 10 gun control cliches and dared him to use them all in one sentence. But here's why this is dangerous. It's the perfect soundbite for moderate voters. Think about it. Here I am calling him the Antichrist to the Second Amendment, but here he is visually holding a gun, thanking someone for it, saying he respects it, claiming he's pro-Second Amendment, just with some reasonable restrictions. It's textbook political sleight of hand. People in the middle have cartoonish views of what an anti-gun politician is, like they'll melt if they hold a gun. So if he's willing to accept his gift, he must not be that anti-gun. Yeah, Eve thought the same thing before she ate the apple too. So allow me to present the real Gavin Newsom.
Is a historic announcement that was just made by Governor Gavin Newsom. In an exclusive interview with the Today Show this morning, Newsom says he wants to propose a new 28th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
It would affect the entire country when it comes to gun control. If passed, it would restrict access to guns in all 50 states.
Gavin Newsom just did this.
Right now, Governor Newsom has several gun safety bills on his desk, and within just the last 60 minutes, he signed a law that will double taxes on gun and ammunition ammunition sales. The federal government already taxes the sale of guns and ammunition at either 10 or 11%, depending on the type of gun. The law signed today will add another 11% on top of that.
It's a pretty sick thing that we can just casually say it, and we do casually say that the number one killer of our kids is guns. And I'll be signing a bill that will allow Californians to sue irresponsible gun manufacturers and distributors. If you've been hurt or a family member is a victim of gun violence, you can now go to court and hold the makers of these deadly weapons accountable. It's always a weapon of mass destruction, isn't it? I mean, I get it. We can talk about the anomalous nature of this, and it certainly is. But what is also anomalous is the fact that there's a pattern here in the United States of America of these mass shootings that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, just freeway. And maybe that should be the fundamental focus. Large capacity clips, just insane. There's no justification, period, full stop. It's insane. These people are perpetuating lunacy and should be ashamed of themselves.
But when you said the Second Amendment is
feels like it increasingly.
But there's many people in this country that support the Second Amendment
I support
and are lawful gun owners.
Yeah, I have great respect. I have no ideological opposition to someone reasonably and responsibly owning firearms and getting background checks and being trained and making sure they're locked so their kid doesn't accidentally shoot themselves or a loved one. Absolutely not. Never suggested that. That's what they immediately do. Who wants to take away your guns? I just want to take away weapons of war that are illegal on the streets of California and should be illegal across the United States. I mean, just literally use common sense.
Newsom's entire political career has been dedicated to dismantling the Second Amendment piece by piece. He literally proposed amending the Constitution to impose nationwide gun control. He instituted punitive taxes on firearms and ammunition designed to price average citizens out of gun ownership. He's compared law-abiding gun owners to criminals, consistently painting responsible citizens as threats. He called the Second Amendment a self-deletion pact. And now we're supposed to believe he's not anti-gun because he smiled and awkwardly held a firearm for 30 seconds on a podcast? Bruh, nah. Speaking of awkward, I've never seen someone more uncomfortable holding a gun than Gavin Newsom in this clip. This man has armed security protecting him his entire life, yet looks like he's holding a snake that's about to bite him. Or as Mr. Guns and Gears put it, I trained a few gay men to shoot over the years, but I've never seen one handle a pistol like this. Telling. If this doesn't tell you everything you need to know about his sincerity, I don't know what does. Make no mistake, Newsom is preparing to run for president, and he's damn good at politics. He knows how to play the game, how to manipulate perceptions, and how to rewrite his history to appeal to undecided voters. People have short memories. They'll forget how his policies ran California into the ground. They'll overlook his hypocrisy because he's charming, well-spoken, and knows how to package lies in a way that feels comfortable. But we can't afford to forget, because the truth is, Newsom isn't anti-gun for himself. He's anti-gun for you. He has no issue with his armed security detail. He just doesn't trust you to protect yourself. So don't fall for the slick packaging. Don't be fooled by a carefully crafted optic. Remember who Gavin Newsom truly is and what he stands for. And when he inevitably runs for president, share this video, remind people exactly who Gavin Newsom really is and why his brand of common sense is insensible, is dangerous. And it's because of people like Gavin Newsom is why I made the Defend America series that I'm wearing on this hat right now. Because remember, our government can overturn every 4 years. So while we're sitting pretty right now, the next 4 years can be a complete catastrophe. So that's why I made the Defend America brand, so that we can remember why we have the Second Amendment and remember how important it is and what it really stands for. And that the Second Amendment is really about being able to check tyranny, to be able to fight back against government and government entities who decide to oppress us. Gavin Newsom is nothing more than a pretty oppressor. That's it. And that's what Defend America is designed to remind us about. The importance that we need to have the most capable tools in our arsenal in order to defend ourselves against a tyrannical government. Why do you think Gavin Newsom doesn't want anybody to have an AR-15? Why do you think he calls them weapons of war? Oh, I'm okay with people having guns. We just don't need to have these weapons of war, mass destruction. What are you talking about? The AR-15 gives us the best ability to come together as civilians and fight off a tyrannical government. And you want to get rid of that thing. Come on, think, people. So I'm going to put a link in the description section of this video to head over to shop.mrcolionnoir.com so you can pick up your Defend America hat. We have them in drinkware, we have them in hoodies, we have them in t-shirts, you name it. So head over to the link in the description section of this video and check out the merch today. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.